friend Ryder Christopherson here again with another first listen review. This is one that I didn't even know was coming out until today, so kind of cool. It is the Artimus Pyle band. It is Anthems, and it is honoring the songs of Lynyrd Skynyrd. And in case anybody isn't familiar with Artimus Pyle, he is the drummer from Lynyrd Skynyrd, so it's perfectly fitting that he is the one doing this. From what I understand, this is just something he wanted to do. It's nothing that they're looking to make any money off of, because he didn't write any of the songs, so they're not making any money that way. But he's like, if it's just to honor the memory of Ronnie, and any of the money that is made is going to go to his children and their grandchildren. So that's kind of a cool thing to do, I think. And so once I heard about it, I had to get it. So I was very interested in this one once I heard about it and went out and got it. And I'm very happy that I did. So basically what this is, it's the Artimus Pyle band doing like all the rhythm tracks, and then having a bunch of guest singers come in and do their stuff over it. They actually had Gary Rosington come in and play a slide solo on Freebird at the very end here, and they got Warren Hayes on here too, which is pretty cool. But starts out with a guy I don't know, Michael Ray, doing I Know a Little, cool version of it, and the guitar playing on it is like killer. I'm like, this band is tight. It's one thing I noticed is that the versions of the song sound very close to the original. So I think what they're trying to do is not recreate the songs, just actually do them like they were performed with some guest singers on it, just to like have them out there again in another way. So I don't think they were trying to do anything special and recreate anything. They wanted to be very honorable to the original, is what I get the feeling with all this. So, and then they had Ronnie Dunn sing on here, and who I do know, and he did Sweet Home Alabama, which I think he did that really well. Sammy Hagar on Simple Man was actually really cool. He sang very well on that one. Lindsay L on Needle and Spoon, don't know who that was, but she did a killer vocal performance on it. Chris Jansen, who I also didn't know, sang Ballad of Curtis Lowe. Lee Bryce on Working for MCA. Not familiar with those guys. And I'm also not familiar with Jared Neiman on That Smell, Marty Rabin on Give Me Three Steps, although they all sounded perfectly fine singing those. Country singing is what I guess these people are. I'm not familiar with the country music scene at all, so I apologize, but any of these guys, but sounded really good on each one of these songs. The cool part was Call Me the Breeze with Billy Ray Cyrus singing on it, because I'm not a big Billy Ray Cyrus fan, but I at least know who he is, and I thought he actually did a really cool job on this song. My favorite song on this whole thing was Warren Hayes on Saturday Night Special. The band was like really tight on that one. It did sound a little bit more rockin' than the original version of it, and it's always been one of my favorite Lynyrd Skynyrd songs, and I really like that one. And then it's just the Artimus Pyle band singing the song, or performing the song The Hunt, and they did that really well. It's a kind of an oddball song, I think, but they did it great. Then there's Low Cash is on What's Your Name? No clue who that is. I apologize, but I have no clue who that is. And then they had Dolly Parton on Freebird, which is kind of funny, because Dolly Parton was actually, I guess, the first one that he got involved in this project, and she did a version of Freebird on her Rockstar album, which I thought was pretty cool. So, and that song just ends epically, with a big solo, and Gary Rosington on that one, and it was all like really well produced, really well performed. If you're looking for anything that's going to be some weird extravagant version of these songs, and some updated version of the Artimus Pyle band or anything like that, it's not the place that you're going to find any of that stuff. Although if you're looking for some country artists you might be familiar with more than I was with these guys, or if you're looking to try something new and maybe discover a couple of different singers that you never heard of, because I'm probably going to check out a couple of these guys, because I actually really liked especially Lindsay L. Man, what a killer voice she has, and that, never heard of her, so it's probably something I'm going to go check out and see if I can find some more stuff from her. So that's kind of a cool thing that some of these things can do for us. They're mixing the rock and the country stuff together. I mean, they're not really that far apart, quite honestly, but anyway, I just thought it was a cool little listen. I thought I'd do a cool little review of it, and if you like listening to me babble about this stuff, I appreciate you sticking around. And if you have anything you want to mention in the comments about any of these guys that I don't know, or anything about this band that you want to add in, always feel free. And like, share, and subscribe, and all that stuff to keep the music alive. I think this is like really actually one of those times that really comes into play, because that's what he did on this album. He recorded that to keep the music alive. So let's do our part, like, share, and subscribe, so like we can keep the music alive for other people to hear this and see this and maybe get this cool little thing that Artimus Pyle did. So anyway, talk to you guys in the next one. We'll see you.